Welcome back to the Cheltenham Countdown YouTube channel, everyone. And there's just under 4 weeks to go, 4 weeks left until it all begins. The Cheltenham Festival is just around the corner and the countdown is well and truly on. I'll be building up to the festival as much as I can now on YouTube, on this channel and on Twitter in the next few weeks. So don't forget, if you want to follow me on X on Twitter, the link is in the description underneath this video. And if you want to watch every video on the Cheltenham Countdown on here, then just subscribe to my channel. It's all free to do, it's all easy access to do, easy to do, and I'll be very, very grateful and happy to have you on board on the journey to the Cheltenham Festival with me here on the Cheltenham Countdown. If you do already follow me, guys, or see what I post on a regular basis on Twitter anyway, you'll have seen a tweet that I have pinned now to my profile, to my Twitter account, that on Friday, March the 6th, keep this date in your diary, Friday, March the 6th, 3 weeks from today's episode, I will have my 2026 Cheltenham Countdown Festival preview episode right here on YouTube. The whole thing, the whole shebang, every race will be previewed. All the tips and selections for the Cheltenham Festival will be out on that show along the way. And obviously some main bets will be mentioned as well. Some main bankers, hopefully, best bets and selections will be announced on that episode. I can't wait for it. I'm sure you guys can't wait for the festival to kickstart now. It's only, like I said, this 4 weeks today will be the Gold Cup. So just imagine that 4 weeks today, you'll see the last day of the festival. So we got to really get into the zone now, guys. The festival is not long to go. So hopefully you'll be able to enjoy everything that goes along that way, along the route now to Cheltenham. But on today's episode, I am highlighting my two newest anti-post picks for the festival, both of whom are in two very competitive handicaps, I must say. I did struggle with these selections, guys, but I have got two today that I will be delivering to you in my series on the Cheltenham Countdown. They're at prices of 12 to 1 and 25 to 1. So both selections are double figures. One's at 12 to 1, and like I said, one is at 25 to 1. And now I'm going to go straight into the first anti-post selection, guys, which will be tip number 9 in my series, the first one today, but anti-post selection number 9 in my entire series of the season. And this one comes in the Grand Annual Handicap Chase. And my Grand Annual Handicap Chase selection this season is going to be David's Well at 12 to 1, non-runner money back. He is a 7-year-old, guys, trained by Chris Gordon, who is having a season to remember, especially with his televised winners on Premier Weekend races. This horse, David's Well, is unbeaten over fences and can keep on improving still, I think. He's 4 from 4 over the large obstacles and won his latest race at Cheltenham over 2 miles in December. That was a Class 2 handicap chase race on the new course, and the form of that win is working out really well. He beat JPR1 in second that day by half a length, who then went on and won the Scottish Champion Chase at Musselburgh last month. And David's Well also beat Triple Trade in third, who finished in third at Cheltenham that day in December. Triple Trade has gone on and won his next race at Sandown over 2.5 miles at the beginning of January as well. So David's Well's form from the victory at Cheltenham is not a bad piece of form either. The horse is now up to a rating of only 135. £7 up after his victory at Cheltenham. He was initially a 122 rated chaser prior to his season kicking off in November. So has clearly improved already, guys, following just 2 runs of this campaign. Even his form from his opening race at Haydock this season isn't too bad either, especially with the second placed horse and fourth placed horse winning since then. My selection also obviously goes well fresh as well, can't forget about that. He went 330 days off the track between his second chase victory and his Haydock win in November. And I'd presume now he will go straight to the festival at Cheltenham next, which again isn't bad because obviously he's had the 4 runs needed to qualify and get him into the Grand Annual race this season. Excuse me. He's on the same mark as last year's winner, Jazzy Matty, so I wouldn't be afraid of him not getting in. Even the average bottom weight carrying horse in this contest over the last 7 years has been a 135 rated horse, so it suggests to me that David Well would be well handicapped. He does jump well and tends to be up with the pace in his races, which I do like. And that's obviously what you need, I feel, in a Grand Annual race. A 2-mile contest on the old course at Cheltenham, over fences especially, you really want to be up with the pace and jump well from the front. So in a nutshell, guys, a quick summary. That's my Grand Annual selection. It's going to be David's Well, a 7-year-old, trained by Chris Gordon, who I have backed at 12-1 in a non-runner, money back, Anti-post tip number 10 comes in the ultra-competitive Coral Cup. And the horse is Lucky Place at 25-1. He's trained by Nicky Henderson, who has the most wins recorded in this race over the years. He's got 4 winners in this entirety. It's not one of my more strongest or confident anti-post picks, guys, but I did want a Nicky Henderson horse in this race, really. And of course, he's got multiple horses you could have or side with in the market right now. He's got horses such as Iberico Lord, Jinko Blue, and of course, Joyeuse. But I've gone for the highest rated of the lot. I've gone for Lucky Place, currently, who is rated 151, which is a high mark at the moment. But I do feel he's a sort of horse you want in a race like this, as he does have race form behind him, having finished 4th 2 years ago in the Coral Cup. He has also won at Cheltenham before, in a graded race also, and he ran in the Stayers Hurdle last year. So I would say he's a classy enough type for a race like this. And in my opinion, he didn't really stay an out-and-out 3-mile trip in the Stayers Hurdle last season, so I doubt he'll go that route again. I think he's an intermediate trip type of horse at best for the time being. He didn't really take the fences very well either when tried in beginners chases earlier this season, so going back over the shorter timber will definitely suit him in the future. His comeback run over hurdles was in the Relkeel at Cheltenham on New Year's Day, and that was a good return back to hurdles, finishing 3rd, albeit behind a stablemate in Jinko Blue. Now, I mentioned in earlier with the Henderson horses that he could line up here as well, and people may think that Lucky Place won't be the first string of the yard, which may affect tactics. It may affect the price in the market as well, and they may be right. People may be right about that, but I emphasise massively, he wasn't first string of the stable back in this race in 2024. That was, of course, Doddy the Great, who Nico de Boinville rode on the day, and he still finished well behind Lucky Place that day too. James Bowen, in fact, rode Lucky Place on that occasion and did well in the circumstance, as Henderson's horses weren't peaking that well that year at the festival. So Lucky Place actually was ridden and had a good race, ran a good race, despite Henderson's horses not being up to form. I do really feel as well Lucky Place doesn't mind what ground he runs in, as he's won on good ground in the past. He's won on soft ground, as well as good to soft previously too. He's ground versatile, but not trip versatile. I must emphasise that as well. All his wins have been at 2-mile 3 or 2-mile 4 furlongs. So he should really be kept now, in my opinion, to the intermediate type of distance. Is it more to come in terms of the trends? He's one you want with his age. He's a 7-year-old. You want a 140 rated horse or above as well in this race. That's been the norm. And I know he's in the 150s for now, but we have had 3 150 plus rated horses win this race since 2014, guys. That included Whisper and William Henry, both of whom were trained by Nicky Henderson, yeah. And I know at the prices he's 25-1, but there's far worse options than him to have at his current price. If he definitely runs in this race and is entered, I'd say he's at least half the price on the day. So that's my Coral Cup fancy, guys. It's going to be Lucky Place at 25-1, non-runner, no bet. I just feel he's got more to give in this race, and I just feel at Cheltenham, on any ground he gets at this trip, maybe he could be ridden by Nico de Boinville if he's not jocked up on any of the other Nick Henderson horses. He's got a chance, and he won't be that priced on the day. I'm going to show you guys. So that's my summary in a nutshell. It's going to be Lucky Place in the Coral Cup at 25. That is anti-post tip number 9 and 10 given in this episode today, guys. Added to my other 8 selections already in the book in my series. I've still got more to come. I should say. The anti-post series isn't over yet. I've got more selections in line. I'm thinking of on my radar, but I just want to wait until closer to the time to ensure that they are going to a specific race. In fact, the handicap weights and entries for the Cheltenham Festival are being released, I think, on February the 24th, guys. So I'll have a review episode of my Ante series not long after that date and after the handicap weights and entries are released. So they are all in conjunction together, very close to each other, so we can get all the episodes together in one single week. Like I said, I've got more Ante tips in line waiting to come out. They won't be too long before I release them either. So all the episodes will be close together before I have the festival preview episode, like I said earlier in the video, on Friday, March the 6th. Get that in your diaries now, guys. If you have enjoyed this episode today, I'll appreciate the like, I'll appreciate the share. And of course, if you do want to follow me on Twitter, my link is in the description underneath this video. I post on Twitter on X very regularly, very often with some news, with some updates on myself, with my bets, with anything Cheltenham related. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you ensure you don't miss a single episode on the Cheltenham Countdown this season and in the future. And thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it's been a quick fire episode today just to add 2 more selections to my book. Like I said, I'll have more coming out as well in the near future. Thanks for watching.